Hello coders, welcome back to tutorial. So guys, in this video we are going to see how we can set up Shadcn in our Next.js 14 application. So guys, if you search on Google Shadcn, then you can find this homepage of the Shadcn. So guys, as written here, it is not a component library like Chakra UI, Material UI or Bootstrap. It is a bit different because in this we only copy or add components which we need in our project instead of installing the whole library. So this is the homepage and you want to go to this docs. So in this you can see this installation section and you can select your project type. So this is the documentation or tutorial for the Next.js. After that you can see examples in this navbar and themes, and here you can see we get a theme customizer. That means we can customize the colors and fields of the themes. We'll see this later. Let's now just get started with the Next.js and install Shadcn or set up Shadcn inside that. For that I'm going to create a new Next.js project in my code space. So for that we have to run npx create next app and your application name like my app. But for now I'm just going to bootstrap this project inside the folder I am right now. So I'm just going to give it a dot and press enter. Now you will see this prompt, so we have to press Y to accept this. Just keep pressing default if you don't want to change anything. Press enter again. So after some time our project is going to be created, and this app folder is going to be our main project folder where you can find page.tsx. So this is our main page, our home page right now. So now let's try to run this application by running npm run dev, and as you can see we can now see our website. So this is the by default home page you get from the Vercel, and now we're going to remove this default code from here. So I'm just going to create a div here, and inside that I'm going to write an h1 tag and write hello chorus. And if you refresh our page, then you can see this our new home page. So now let's head over to the Shadcn tutorial. You can follow this tutorial or you can go to the Shadcn official documentation. Let's just follow it. So we have already completed this first step, that is creating a new Next.js application, and now we have to run this command to initiate or set up Shadcn inside our project. Basically this code is going to run some things and create some files in our project. So now let's run it. And now here you can see we can install this by pressing Y, and here we can choose the theme from the Shadcn. I'm going with the default. Now you can see the color scheme, so I'm going to select our default only. And here you can see we can also use the CSS variables for the colors. I'm going to press yes, and here you can see we got some new files like component.json, and this is going to be the configuration for the Shadcn and all the components we install or the themes we choose. Anytime you want to change something you can change it from here. So now let's see what is the next step. Here we got the component.json file, and this is the configuration file for your Shadcn. So after that you can see you can change the font of your project. By default it is info from Google Fonts, I think. Yeah, Google Fonts. So let's leave it for now, and you can also use the Tailwind merge to merge your Tailwind classes. So for now let's just try to add some components in our project. So we can do this by using this command, that is add. So basically we have to run npx Shadcn UI add and the component name, and this is going to add the component we want to add in our application. So let's try to see some components here. So here we get components like these: accordions, alert, buttons, and many more. Let's try to add a button in our project, like npx Shadcn UI and add, and the component name like button. And currently you can see this components folder is empty, but after we add a component, a new folder is going to be subfolder is going to be created inside this, and that is UI, and button source code is going to be added here. And now we can use the component from here only. We don't have to install the whole library or add all the components to use them. So here you can see the source code for the button component. You can change the code from here also if you don't like something here, and you can see we can pass the props to customize it. So by default we get these variations inside the button component. You can also add your own variation by adding the new line here, or you can change the size of these buttons. So let's try to import and use this inside our home page. So first of all, I'm going to center everything by using text center, and now it is fine. So now let's try to add the button here. Button, and here you can see the path from where the button is getting added. So now you can see we have added the component button from the component /UI/button file, that is this file. And now we can pass the children as text, like click me. So here you get your first button from the Shadcn. Let's try to change the variation. Variant is equal to let's try this destructive, that is for danger. So here you get the red button. Let's try another one, that is outline. Now you get this outline button, and when you hold on this, you can see it highlighted. So let's change this back to the destructive. Now let's try to add another component. So that is going to be, let's try to add this carousel by writing npx Shadcn -u and add carousel, and this is going to be added here in the component /UI. So in the carousel.tsx you can see we can import multiple components from this file and use it. We can import all these components from these components /UI/carousel. So let's edit on the top, and now let's try to copy paste this example code from the documentation. So to show in the carousel we have to also use this card component. So let's try to install it quickly. npx Shadcn UI add card and import it, and card. And now I think we are good to go. So let's refresh this page, and here we get the carousel, but it is showing. So I just centered it by adding the margin X of 35%. So now it looks good. So guys, we learned how to add new components. So guys, what is this theme maker? So let's try to use it. So in your project you can see this global.css. That is the main CSS file which is being used in your project, and which is also using the Tailwind CSS. So here in the base you can see the main theme, configuration, colors, and there is also the theme for dark mode. So basically what this does is it generates these codes for you by customizing the colors visually. So let's try to use this, and let's try to copy this code from here, and I'm going to replace this. And now let's remove this variant from the button, so it is going to be the default. And now you can see this purple background in button. Similarly, you can customize it to another color like orange, and the whole theme is going to be updated with the orange color. And now replace the code here, so you can see the button turn to orange. So that's how you can use the Shadcn in your nextjs application, nextjs 14 application, and customize the theme with this theme maker. So guys, thank you for watching this video. I hope this video helps, and if you want to read this in written, then you can visit my website, that is tutorial.com/tutorial/setup Shadcn in nextjs, or you can find this tutorial in my tutorial section. Once again, thanks for watching this video. Stay healthy, keep coding, and keep watching Tutorial.